Prabhupada.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada.
Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj.
Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma.
Bandhu mohe savadana mate.
Bandhu mohi savadana mate.
Bandhu mohe savadana mate.
Bandhu mohi savadana mate.
Yahara prasade pai e bhavatoriyaya.
Yahara prasade bhai e bhavatoriya jai.
Krishna prapti hoye yaha hoite.
Krishna prapti hoy yahan hoite.
Krishna prapti hoye yaha hoite.
Krishna prapti hoy yahan hoite.
Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya.
Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya.
Arana Koriyo Mane Asha.
Arna kori ho mane asha.
Arana Koriyo Mane Asha.
Arna kori ho mane asha.
Shri Guru Charane Rati Esi Uttamagati.
Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati.
Ye prasade pure sarva asha.
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 Chakudana dilo ye jamme jamme Prabhu se.
चकुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से.
Divya ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो.
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो.
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो.
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो.
प्रेमा भक्ति होते अविद्या विनाशायते.
प्रेमा भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशा जाते.
वेद गाया चरितो.
वेद गाया चरितो.
वेद
सिंधु आदम जनार बंधु
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
हा हा प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया
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 एबेया गुशुक त्रिभुवाना
एबेया गुशुक त्रिभुवाना
दुई पद लैला शराना
दुई पद लैलो शराना
प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना
प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना
प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना
प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा
जय गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज
जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज
नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नित्य गौर
हरि बोल
नित्य गौर
नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर
नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर
Rajgacharya Stotra Shri Srimati Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki BBD Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Vardhaman ISKCON Guru Vrinda Ki Tagore Premanande Augurs the assembled devotees Augurs the assembled devotees Augurs to Shikara and Shikara Ranka Augurs Srila Prabhupada. Very good. So Rohani, can I get you to read the Srila Prabhupada book? Like so. Okay. So, if you come and sit over here. Prabhuji, if you can put Prabhupada pictures up and Rohani will read. So just start reading from here.
How much do you want?
About 5 minutes, Ali.
One day, Malati hurried into Swamiji's apartment, took a small item out of her shopping bag, and placed it on Swamiji's desk for his inspection. What is this, Swamiji? Bhaktivedanta Swami looked down, and beheld a 3-inch wooden doll with a flat head, a black smiling face, and big round eyes. The figure had stubbly forward-jutting arms and a simple green-yellow torso with no visible fleet. Immediately, Swamiji folded his palms and bowed his head, offering the little figure respects. "You have brought Lord Jagannath, the Lord of the universe," he said, smiling and bright-eyed. "He is Krishna, thank you very much." Swamiji beamed with pleasure, while Malati and others sat, amazed at their good fortune of seeing Swamiji so pleased. Swamiji explained that this was Lord Jagannath, a deity of Krishna worshipped all over India for thousands of years. Jagannath, he said, is worshipped along with 2 other deities, his brother Balaram and his sister Subhadra. Excitedly, Malati confirmed that there were other similar figures at Cost Plus, the import store where she had found the little Jagannath, and Swamiji said she should go back there and buy them. Malati told her husband, Samyasundara, and together they hurried back and bought the 2 other dolls in the set. Bhaktivedanta Swami placed the black-faced smiling Jagannath on the right. In the center, he placed the smallest figure, Subhadra, who had a red smiling mouth and a rectangular black and yellow torso. The third figure, Balaram, with a white round head, red rimmed eyes, and a happy red smile, had 4 jutting arms like Jagannath and a yellow and blue base. Swamiji placed him next to Subhadra. As Swamiji looked at them together on his desk, he asked if anyone knew how to carve. Samyasundara said he was a wood sculptor, and Swamiji asked him to carve 3-foot-high copies of little Jagannath, Balaram, and Subhadra. More than 2,000 years ago, Bhaktivedanta Swami told them there was a king named Indradumya, a devotee of Lord Krishna. Maharaj Indradumya wanted a statue of the Lord as he appeared when he and his brother and sister had travelled on chariots to the holy field of Kurukshetra during the solar eclipse. When the king had requested a famous artist from the heavenly planets, Vishwakarma, to sculpt the forms, Vishwakarma agreed on one condition, that no one interrupt his work. The king waited for a long time while Vishwakarma worked behind locked doors. One day, however, the king felt he could no longer wait, and he broke in to see the work in progress. Vishwakarma, true to his word, vanished, leaving behind the uncompleted forms of the 3 deities. The king was nevertheless so pleased with the wonderful forms of Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra that he decided to worship them as they were. He installed them in a temple and began worshipping them with great opulence. Since that time, Bhaktivedanta Swami continued, Lord Jagannath has been worshipped all over India, especially in the province of Orissa, where there is a great temple of Lord Jagannath at Puri. Every year at Puri, during the gigantic Rath Yatra festival, millions of pilgrims from all over India come to worship Lord Jagannath, Balaram, and Subhadra, as the deities ride in a procession on 3 huge carts. Lord Chaitanya, who spent the last 18 years of his life at Jagannath Puri, used to dance and chant in ecstasy before the deity of Lord Jagannath during the yearly Rath Yatra festival. Seeing this appearance of Lord Jagannath in San Francisco as the will of Krishna, Swamiji said that they should be careful to receive and worship Lord Jagannath properly. If Samyasundara could carve the forms, Swamiji said he would personally install them in the temple, and the devotees could then begin worshipping the deities. San Francisco, he said, could be renamed New Jagannath Puri. He chanted, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatume. This is a mantra for Lord Jagannath, he said. Jagannath means Lord of the universe. O Lord of the universe, kindly be visible unto me. It is very auspicious that he has chosen to appear here. Samyasundara bought 3 large blocks of hardwood, and Swamiji made a sketch and pointed out a number of details using the small statues. Samyasundara calculated ratios and new dimensions and began carving on the balcony of his apartment. Meanwhile, the devotees bought the rest of the tiny Jagannath from Cosplus, and it became a fashion to glue the little Jagannath to a simple necklace and wear him around the neck. Because Lord Jagannath was very liberal and merciful to the most fallen, Swamiji explained, the devotees would soon be able to worship him in their temple. The worship of the forms of Radha and Krishna in the temple required very high, strict standards, which the devotees were not yet able to meet. But Lord Jagannath was so merciful that he could be worshipped in a simple way, mostly by chanting Hare Krishna, even if the devotees weren't very advanced. Gradually, as they progressed in spiritual life, Swamiji would introduce them to more and more of the detailed practices of deity worship, along with the deep theological understanding that supports it. The evening of the installation, devotees and hippie guests filled the room to capacity. Swamiji was present and the mood was reverential and festive. It was a special event. The just finished deities sat on the altar and everyone was glancing at them happily as they stood on their redwood shelf beneath a yellow canopy, their features illumined by the spotlights. The deities wore no clothes or ornaments, but they were freshly painted in bright red, black, white, green, yellow, and blue. They were smiling. Swamiji also was glancing at them, looking high up to their altar. Then Swamiji began the deity installation. Everything necessary for spiritual life was here: the temple, the devotees, the books, the deity, prasadam. He wanted these young people to take advantage of it. Why should they remain living like animals and thinking of spiritual life as a vague groping for something? They should take advantage of Krishna's mercy and be successful and happy. And for this, Swamiji was their tireless servant. Swamiji, so Haragriva, come here. Swamiji had said that the devotees would arrange a small candle on a plate. The ceremony I planned would be a simple one, with devotees and guests, one after another, coming up and offering the flame in circles before the Jagannath deities. This should be lighted up, Swamiji said, and when there is kirtan, one should be doing like this before the deity. You see? Carry on. Yes, with the kirtan. And then when one person is tired, he should hand it over to another person, devotee. When he is tired, he should give it to another, as long as the kirtan will go on. This should be done with the kirtan just now. Do you follow? Yes, you begin. And when you are tired, you hand it over to another. It will go on like that. Swamiji, from his seat, guided Hayagriva in approaching the deity with the lit candle. Some of the guards tittered with nervous expectation. Before the deity, Swamiji said, "All right, now better begin kirtan." Swamiji played Gurdalas and singing the Hare Krishna mantra to the popular melody he had introduced in America. Just in front, he called out, gesturing to Harigriva to stand more directly before the deities. Devotees and guests began rising to their feet and dancing. Arms raised, bodies swaying rhythmically back and forth as they faded the bright personal forms of the deity and chanted. Coloured yellow lights within the canopy began flashing intermittently, blue, red, yellow, highlighting the extraordinary eyes of Lord Jagannath, Subhadra and Balaram. Mukunda, who had arranged the lights, smiled and looked to Swamiji, hoping for approval. Swamiji nodded and continued forcefully singing Hare Krishna. The young hippies were enthusiastic in singing and dancing, knowing that the kirtan usually lasted an hour. Some had grasped Swamiji's words when he had spoken of fixing the mind and personal form of the Supreme Lord, and they had understood when he had looked up at the deities and said, "Hare Krishna." Others hadn't followed, but thought that it was just great and blissful to sing Hare Krishna and look at the grinning, big-eyed deities upon the altar amid the flowers and blowing essence. Bhaktivedanta Swami watched with pleasure as one person after another took a turn at offering the candle before Lord Jagannath. This was a simple procedure for installing the deity. Although in big temples in India, the installation of the deity was a complex, exact procedure, requiring several days of continuous rituals directed by highly paid priests. In San Francisco, there were no Brahmin priests to pay, and many other standards would be impossible to maintain. For non-Hindus to handle Lord Jagannath and conduct his worship would be considered heresy by the caste-conscious Brahmins of India. Except for Swamiji, none of the persons present would have been allowed to even enter the temple at Jagannath Puri. The white man, the Westerner, was not allowed to see Lord Jagannath except once a year, as he rode in his cart during the Rath Yatra festival. But these restrictions were social customs, not scriptural injunctions. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati had introduced deity worship and initiation for anyone, regardless of caste, race, or nationality. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's father, had longed for the day when the people of the West can mingle with their Indian brothers to chant Hare Krishna. Bhaktivedanta Swami had come to the West to fulfill the desires and the vision of his spiritual master and of Bhaktivinoda Thakur by creating Vaishnavas among the Westerners. Now, if the Westerners were to become actual devotees, they would have to be given the deity worship. Otherwise, it would be more difficult for them to become purified. Bhaktivedanta Swami was confident in his spiritual master's direction and in the sculptures. He had faith that Lord Jagannath was especially merciful to the fallen. He prayed that the Lord of the universe would not be offended by his reception at New Jagannath Puri. When the kirtan ended, Swamiji asked Haridas to bring him the candle. Swamiji passed his hands along the flame and touched them to his forehead. "Yes," he said, "show everyone, each and everyone, whatever they can contribute." Here, take it like this and show everyone. He indicated that Haridas should present the candle before each person in the room, so that all present could touch their hands to the flame, and as he had shown, and then touch their foreheads. As Haridas went from person to person, a few devotees dropped some coins on the plate, and others followed. Swamiji explained further. The Bhagavatam has recommended hearing, chanting, thinking, and worshipping. This process, which we now just introduced on the advent of Jagannath Swami, means that now this temple is completely fixed. So this is the worshipping process. This is called Arti. So at the end of Kirtan, this Arti will go on. And the worshipping process is to take the heat of the light whatever your condition is. Pay something for the worship.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, Haribol everyone, welcome to Sunday program. It's very important actually to hear what Srila Prabhupada actually went through in the early days when he was setting everything up. And it's always important to see Srila Prabhupada's instructions at the time because they're still very relevant today. So we'll start with a bhajan by Akash Prabhu. So which one is it?
Bhajaman Radhe Govinda.
Can you?
Only 2 lines are there.
Bhajaman Radhe Govinda. Is it in?
Bhajaman Krishna Kanhaiya. Usme hai.
There's no proper lyrics of it because it's like mixed.
It's a mixed talk. Different lyrics on different websites. So. Okay. हाँ मैं भेज देता हूँ. Radhe Govinda.
भज मन राधे गोविंदा.
Bhajaman Radhe Govinda.
भज मन राधे गोविंदा.
Bhajaman Krishna Kanhaiya.
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया.
Bhajaman Krishna Kanhaiya.
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया.
Bhajaman Radhe Govinda.
भज
Bhajaman Radhe
गोविंदा.
Bhajaman Krishna Kanhaiya.
Bhajaman Krishna Kanhaiya.
Bhajaman Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Kanhaiya
भज मने कृष्णा 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 कन्हैया
मन Krishna 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 Kanhaiya
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया
मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज
मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज
मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन 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 कृष्णा कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्णा 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 कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्णा 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 कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
मन कृष्णा कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्णा 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 कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
ओ भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे 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 राधे
गोविंदा
ओ भज मन कृष्णा 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 कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
ओ भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्णा कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन राधे गोविंदा
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भज मन कृष्ण कन्हैया
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
ओ हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव
जय गुरुदेव जय Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur.
Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur, Nittai Gaur.
Nittai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Bol.
Jai Ho, very nice. Very good. Who's next? Okay. Jai. Thank you. Very good. Take it.
हरि बोल। श्री श्री संसार चांद की जय।
It's YouTube. It's muted.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, stop like Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev. Nithai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam Thai Gora Premanande Hari Bol.
Right, we need to have symbol lessons. So I'll be teaching symbol lessons. Everyone, please learn how to play. I'll teach
Ramo, Hare
symbols so we can learn 6-beat, normal beat, 2-beat.
Ramo,
There's
Ramo.
minimum, at least everyone should go through symbols. The key thing with symbols is whatever you hear the mardanga player do, you just keep going. You don't stop your thing because the mardanga player is doing. No, you never do that. Because the mardanga player is going to do stuff off time, then come back in. He doesn't need you to stop because he doesn't know where to come back in. Yeah, yours is just like a metronome. There's this thing in music called a metronome. Whenever piano players have it or something like that, they have a thing going tick, 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 and the piano player will play everything all in and out of time, but then he'll know where. to get it right. And many times I would mess it up. Like main Aarti once, I remember singing Shri Krishna Stanya and I mixed the verses around. And I sang one of the best verses, but it was the wrong sequence. And everyone just went, oh, and then sang the correct one. And immediately I was like, oh.
Vikram bro.
And then I just started laughing because I was like, well, I'm just going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. The main thing is that you keep trying. So with all the kirtans and everything like that, everyone remember, I was sitting here and the temple room was empty. And I was thinking, oh, the people aren't here for the kirtan. But I realized the audience is here. We're actually singing for their pleasure. Do you know, like when the kings would come and they would get the musicians, hey, come and sing some songs for us. And the king would listen. He didn't need to have 100 singers there. He needed to have a few singers, but they would sing very beautifully and the king is listening. So our kings are sitting on the altar. So when we're singing, even if there's one person, if there's 100, we should sing to create that nice mood that whatever pastimes they're doing, we can't see them happening. We just looks like the Lordship standing there, but he's not. So we're singing that the Lord is hearing that nice accompaniment from us. And whoever's not singing, the Lord is listening. Or you're talking Prajalpa in the temple while I'm wanting to hear something nice. So who will be pleasing the Lord? Those people that are. And who will be displeasing the Lord? People that are doing Prajalpa. Jalpa means unnecessary conversation. Okay? So while the kirtan's going on, there isn't any other necessary conversation. Some people I've heard when they come in, the kirtan's going on, because other person can't hear them, they'll talk very loudly to them like this, Prabhuji. Not here, everybody can hear, and it completely disrupts the kirtan. And I'm just like, come on, really? Really? If Guru Maharaj says your Prabhupada would hear, would you do that? No. So this is where if you want to speak to someone, just call them, Prabhuji, can you come outside? I'll just say something little to you, yeah? So kirtan, like anything else, is an offering. So let's do it in that nice mood. So who's giving class today? Bilaji, okay. So I think, who's next? Is it me? Who's doing Jada Madha? Is it on the... I think it's Shani. Is it Shani?
By the way, today, when
Yeah.
Alok walks in, we all give good cheers.
Yeah. Alok
He was
is...
stuck in Dubai for more than a week or more than a week. I don't know when he walks in.
I think Gerard Madhav is now, so Ishani actually you can do now. But it's, the time is now, so then... Yeah, he's on it. He'll be coming.
Where's the Diksha? She didn't come today. You're going good, right? That's my wife. It's okay. Shri Shri Sachinandai Chan ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki jai. Nitya Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Om. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava
Ma Why don't they give that money to us for the extension? Anyway, warm welcome. So please raise your hands. Bolo Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So the team has come back from Bharat, some of us. So I'm going to request a few speakers to come and share that how they felt and what the experience did to them. Going to Bharat, I mean, we are Bharatiya, so many people have families there. So they go see the families, they feel the love of the families. So, but it's not a transcendental experience. It can be, but usually it's just familiarity. And then there's others who, don't go to the relatives, but go to the Dham. And then the relatives start to complain, saying, Bharat aaya, main milne nahi aaya. And so we've been in that situation for last 40 years. So they still communicate, but they think, he's not going to come and meet us. So first of all, I'd like to ask Akash Prabhu. So if you can come here, and I didn't hear your experience. Huh? Did you speak last time? No. Come on, you can. No, what long time? Experience. Do you remember when you were born? That was a long time ago, but it happened. Okay. So if you can, okay, whichever way you want, yeah. And then Keshav Narayan Prabhu after him, and then myself.
Hare Krishna. So we went to Yatra in December to Jan. So we have planned Jagannath Puri Ji and Mayapur Dham, and because it's on the southeast area, so we live in the Prayagraj, central part of it. So that's why this time we didn't go to Vrindavan. So because of the lack of leaves and all these things. So but I consulted first Haridas Prabhuji, because it's always good to have the advice of Vaishnavas, like what temple you go, because when you go there, you will think it's like a kind of holiday we came, just have darshan of the main deities, but there are a lot of other temples as well, which even I didn't knew it, but Haridas Prabhu and Vidur Prabhuji has sent me a big list of it. So I was just trying to also before going, I consulted read how many days I should be there in Jagannath Puri and how many days I should be there in Mayapur, and it's marvelous. Mayapur is amazing. I've been the first time there. So I'll start with Jagannath Puri Ji. So in Jagannath Puri Ji, we were there for 5 days, and we stayed just in front of one of the hotel was there. Pranava Prabhu has advised about that hotel. So we were there, and it was just in front of temple main gate. And one of the best thing about the Jagannath Puri, we reached at 11 o'clock from Bhubaneswar, and at 11 o'clock also temple was open, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2:30. So as soon as we landed there, I couldn't stop myself, me and Arpana, and we just we kept our luggage, and our parents couldn't go at that time, but we just went, and there was no line, no queue at that time, because it was 1 o'clock at night when we reached there. And then we directly went there, and we were in the shoes, and that guard stopped us. Hey, why you came with the shoes? Because we didn't knew that the line, when it starts in the morning, it starts from the road, from the Grand Road, from some of the hotels, it's like a 1 kilometer long queue. So yes, he allowed us to just keep shoes at one of the side when we just quickly enter through the main gate, and his thumb is there. So when we entered there, it was really a different feeling, because Jagannath Ji is really there, it looks like whole the time he's there in the temple. So when we reached inside, and we directly went there, and one of the best things is that even you go at 2 o'clock, 2:30, you will see around 200 people, 250 people, even at 1 o'clock. And whenever we were staying in the hotel, and I come on the roof of the hotel, and I see people. It was never empty place. Always you find people, some people who have darshan 12 o'clock, they go and sleep, and some people when come, they want to do at 2 o'clock, and there's some people who are planning to do darshan at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, so they will be in the queue. So there will be always a rush in the Jagannath Puri. So we've been to had a main darshan in Jagannath Puri Ji, and then we have gone to Gundicha temple, and we had Haridas Thakur Samadhi Mandir. It was really different feeling. Yeah, Gambhira Mandir. Sorry, not Gundicha. But Gundicha is there where it's closed. yeah, opposite side where Narsingadev DT is there. So Haridas Prabhu told that there is a Narsingadev DT is there. So many people were there coming like, where are you going? So I said, my Prabhuji has told there is a Narsingadev ji also there because they were just going there, the Gundicha temple and just going back. So we had both darshan, and then opposite side we have Haridas Thakur Samadhi Mandir, and we have Gaur Nitai DT, and one more DT is there, like 1, 2, 3, and then Haridas Thakur Samadhi is there, and it's a really a different feeling. And then we went to Tota Gopinath Ji, I think, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ji has, like, when he disappears, who has gone on the knees of Tota Gopinath, if I'm not wrong. That's right? Yeah. Yeah. So Tota Gopinath, we have gone to Tota. We took for bath on the bank of, like, sorry, on the like sea, on the seaside, and then Haridas Thakurji Samadhi Mandir, and ISKCON temple is also there. And then we planned for the next day for Alarnath, and to be honest, I really liked Jagannath Puri just because of Alarnath, because when I reached there and I see that Shila, that Patthar is there where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ji has done Danvat, and he was so in that mood that he did so many times Danvat that Shila has like marks into it, like his elbows, hands, shoulders, and then this also, like, because he did like this also, so that Prabhuji, that Pandaji, he was telling that he did like this also. Many people, they were really not interested, because I've seen other people, they were coming and they were simply going and just going like this, and we knew it before, because that's why, because of the association, we knew how to do the darshan. So Alarnath is one of the important things in Jagannath Puri, and really, I really loved it. And then first time I went, they were asking everywhere, wherever we go, they will ask for money, that you came from so far, and then see, Lordship has have to make dresses for the Lordship wherever we are going, whichever deity, so they are saying we have to make. So we didn't hesitate, because it's the first time, and we are just giving like 200, 300, wherever we can give. So it was the first time. I knew you have told me that so many Panda will come, but still I've given it. So I really loved it, that Shila, and we just touched it and put our hand onto it. And then there was, I think they put Chandan also on the Shila, wherever the signs are there, where the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's had the Danvat. And then I think that's in the Brahmagiri, and that deity of Vishnuji, it's been worshipped by Brahma. So that Pujariji, Pandaji, they told it's been first worshipped by Brahmaji. And there is also one deity at the back which is being worshipped by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just behind the main deity. That Pandaji was telling that was the deity. And yeah, and also we have seen the mark of that kheer on the Vishnuji idol there. Like one is here, one is on hand. So and also they have given the prasadam, and one of the best kheer in Alarnath. I'm telling they have given the prasad. So really loved it, Alarnath, and we went to Konark temple, and then from there we moved to Mayapur. And Mayapur is really a different feeling. I can't imagine that West Bengal could be like that, because when we landed we went by train, and then on station, you can understand for 15 kilometers how is the situation in Calcutta. So it was too much rush, too much traffic, and then finally when we just came out and went on the highway, because it's like 120 kilometers from railway station, and when we reached near to Mayapur and
Which station did you come off?
Calcutta. No. Howrah. Yeah. I came by.
Did I arrange a taxi for you?
Yeah, you arranged a taxi for me, and yeah, Tapan Prabhu, and he was really good, very amazing guy. Yeah, we didn't have to bother anything, and he just picked up from there and brought us in the Mayapur, and the campus is so good, and I can't imagine what Prabhupada has done it for all of us. And we stayed in Gada Bhavan, and then first we had darshan of Chandrodaya Mandir, where we have seen such a big idol of Panchtattva. Deity. So deities of Panchtattva ji and Radha Madhav ji. So, and that Mangal Arti is one of the best in Chandrodaya Mandir, and really we can feel it. And then Narsinghadev ji deity, it's so real. Yes, amazing. I really felt something different there. And then we had in 3 days we had darshan of different parikrama, different temples like we Yogpeeth, and Yogpeeth Haridas Prabhuji told about the Puri Maharaji, and we met with Puri Maharaji, and really he welcomed us. And then we had prasadam there in Sachi Mata kitchen, so it was amazing. Like yeah, lots of prasad. If you don't even ask, they will just give you. They will put into it, and they will smile. And because I was thinking that we are not able to understand each other, but he was just putting on the plate. Arpana was saying, we are laughing. He is also laughing. So it was amazing that how Sachi Mataji holding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his lap. Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. And then that tree, neem tree, it was amazing. And then we went to different places. Like, I can't remember. There was they just Vidur Prabhuji has told us like that, yeah, Chaitanya Math. And so it was like different small temples, but really important temple. And we really enjoyed because it was in the, like, there is no car, no like big taxi kind of where you can sit and go. It's like a Toto. It's like, say, 5 people, 6 people sitting, because wherever you are going, the roads are very narrow, and that's how, like, we did in 3 days. Like, they said like even 1 month is not enough for Mayapur, because it's in the lotus architecture and different what we say, deep. Different deeps are there, and we really enjoyed when we are crossing one deep to another deep in the boat. Even the taxi, Toto, everything is in the boat, and we cross that and we go that side. So really loved it. And one of the best thing is, like, wherever we are going, there is a Gaura Aarti in the evening, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's deity everywhere. Like, so because it's his place, so it's like we can see the vibes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. And it's and now overall, if I see, like, after coming from Dham, it's really a big change. Everybody should definitely go once or aspire, because we were aspiring that definitely we want to go Mayapur and Jagannath Puri ji. Arpana also aspired the same, and then we went with the family. We were 5-6 people were there, and we really enjoyed it. And it's a big change in the heart as well, and a big change in the sadhana side as well. So yeah. So that's what I wanted to share. Like, thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Yeah, so, I mean, we have gone to 3, we've done Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, and Mayapur as well in the past, but it seems like too much to, to absorb and, appreciate everything. There's so much there. So this time we thought we'll concentrate on Vrindavan alone, focus on that 8-10 days, and we still can't get through everything. There's so much there. And then is like time of Holi as well, and trying to navigate through the crowds and the barriers. Very, very difficult. It was not. I wouldn't recommend it. If you want an adventure, fine. But if you have limited time, then don't go. When there's a festival going, whether it's Diwali or otherwise. If you want a bit of adventure, color put on your clothes, by all means go. But I think you have to do it once. Yeah, you have to do it once. You gotta go once. But otherwise, if you want to see nicely, peacefully, then go when there's no festival going on. I'm sure Diwali is probably the same. It's Kartik month, isn't it, as well? It's not that bad. Yeah. Well, that's Diwali and Kartik, they come together. So I would have thought, there'd be that crowd. And it's the barriers as well. You can't go to one place to another it's not accessible very easily. But anyway, so we were there. I mean, I would say, we've been in the mission for a while now, but you still don't get Vrindavan, Ramyasthan, Divya, Chintamani Dham. That level, it's not there yet. Maybe Haridas Prabhu, he sees it like that, but we're not quite there. But the layers are coming off. That's the thing. The layers are coming off. So how are the layers coming off? Well, you think, how do you cope with the dust of Vrindavan? How do you cope with the beggars of Vrindavan? How do you do it? Well, you can look in a spiritual way, because the beggars are hassling you every 5 seconds. Somebody there trying to grab you. Nowadays, they just hold your arm and, don't let you go. But we learned that, just say Hare Krishna. So you appreciate, you think, well, there's somebody coming every few seconds allowing me to say Hare Krishna. Say, Hare Krishna, yeah, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So thank you, for giving me the opportunity to say Hare Krishna. So you can appreciate the beggars like that. And the dust of Vrindavan, I'm not saying that you take it in while sitting in the three-wheeler, because you will get ill, you get a sore throat, but you appreciate the dust, because the dust of Vrindavan can give you love of God, love of Krishna. If you think about it like that, then it doesn't bother you anymore. You think, dust of Vrindavan, because there's personalities in Vrindavan that will give you love of God. And one of them is the dust of Vrindavan. There's Govardhan, there's Vindadevi, Tulsi Devi, and Yamuna, like that. And what else? Oh yeah, Mahadev, Gopeshwar Mahadev. Right? These 5 personalities can give you love of Krishna. So we appreciate them so much. Always go to Govardhan, Gopeshwar Mahadev. Vrinda is there everywhere. She's the one who arranges everything, all the pastimes of Krishna. And wherever you go, think about the pastime. That's the beauty. Wherever there's pastimes, all the, our 6 Goswamis and Vaishnava, Krishna's grandson, they arranged everything for us. It's there. The Vrindavan that you want to see is there. They arranged it. All the pastime areas are there, the kunds are there. You just have to go and then, make sure you do your homework a little bit, that what pastime happened here, and then you observe that pastime and you cherish it, that place even more. You think Krishna was doing this here. So like that. Now one other realization I thought to myself, when you see people, you go to different temples, and they offer you the Charanamrit or Prasad. We've taken the Charanamrit and put it over our heads, and Pujari is saying, no, you're supposed to drink it. But you think, well, should I risk it? Because you might not appreciate it. Your stomach might not appreciate it. Which was
you might get purified,
a bit more than you wanted to. That's the danger. You don't want to get too purified too soon. You don't want to peak too soon. Just like the England football team, you don't want to peak too soon. You might regret it. So like that, you are wary that should I risk it, and then.
I was in Jagannath Puri, Lokanath, on Shivratri.
Ji.
You go there and the Shivling comes out just on Shivratri day. So I went and they took us in the front to the Pandey. So they then did the puja and everything. And then he gave the chanamat from the pool like that. And I'm calculating, do I drink this or refuse it?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I thought, no, I'm going to drink it so I drank it.
Yeah.
And I saw cockroaches. And I thought, oh my God, tomorrow is going to be purification day. And it didn't happen.
You're blessed, yeah.
Because it appears, and those cockroaches, they accompany the shivling all the time.
Yeah.
So they're devotees, But I remember it was first time pushing and shoving, you can't get in. Women, being pushed this way, and Premanji somehow got through. I'm worried about her, back. And then we had the Chanama Lala and do that, and I'm thinking, and if I'm doing a mantra, I'm thinking, should I take it, should I not, should I take it? Then I thought, might as well, you've been pushed right in the front, and Lokanath is there, so I took it. When I did, I looked at this cockroaches going like that, I'm thinking, oh no, but I remember the Shivratri.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Carry on, sorry.
So it's similar to like I was at Mansi Ganga like 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's people swimming. You know, water wasn't very clean, but they're swimming in there, and I sort of felt that, you know, I wanted to go in. I just say, look, Dad, we got a different body to these people. Don't risk it. We got a different body. And that's the first time I thought, I think he's right. We have got a different body. And that's the first time I had a regret that we have a different body. Because Indian people living in India are so blessed. They can have all the chanamrits they want. They take all the prasad. They can jump in any kund. All they do is just move the froth or whatever out the way, start drinking. I think they are so blessed. You know, we have to think 100 times before we take anything, you know, because we want to come back in one piece. You don't be in the plane running toilet every 2 minutes. You know, you might not get in. You might not make it to the toilet. So, like I said, these people are these people are so blessed that they can do whatever and nothing happens to them. So yeah, that was one thing I thought. Yeah, you know, this is why Sri Bhaktivinoda live in the Dham. Or mentally, if you can't live physically, but if you can live physically, you're really blessed, because then you have all these facilities to appreciate. Now, one thing was that the kunds, they seem to have dried up. You know, they've been so neglected. Many of the kunds, very important kunds, they are neglected. And I'm thinking that I just wonder how many kunds there are in Vrindavan. And if I was a multimillionaire, I would, you know, I would take care of all of them.
But they deteriorate after 5. The monkeys,
So you got the buffaloes, you know, like there, and everything, you know, drinking from them and this and that. It's a shame, because these are historical kunds. They are pastimes of the Lord, and they should be maintained. I mean, Radha Kund is maintained, is no doubt. Radha Kund was fine. Sham Kund was fine. Yeah, Kusum. So to an extent, there's still, you know, people drinking from it, but it's still, you know, you couldn't, if you're a foreigner, you could not risk it. So somebody like Kirtida Kund, I was looking really forward to seeing Kirtida Kund, and it's dried up. You know, it's shameful. And I thought, if I had the money, I would take care of all these kunds. Because when you go around Govardhan, you see some Sharma family put toilets everywhere. You know, then they got their name, Shrimati Sharma, someone. And I thought, if I had the finances, I would just say, look, I'll take care of these kunds, make sure you maintain them. And they should be there, because look, the 6 Goswamis, Vajana, they did so much, and now it's our time to make sure the Vrindavan that we know in the scriptures, it remains, because obviously there's so many hotels and other facilities and highways are coming up, and the real Vrindavan is disappearing. So at the moment, still there's a balance. There's a concrete jungle and there's Vrindavan, but sooner or later the balance is going to tip. It'll be more concrete than Vrindavan itself. So, which is shame. I know that they're trying to accommodate more people coming in, a lot of people coming in, but at what cost? This is the thing. At what cost? You know, you're bringing people in, it become like a tourist attraction rather than a spiritual place. That's the only danger. So, you know, we pray that the balance remains, you know, just not overdo with the consumer side of things, and or trying to accommodate you know, the karmis and the weak karmis, and, you know, everybody wants to come there. But the spiritual people may settle for, you know, austerity, because that's what it's all about, going there, austerity. But some people come as it's a destination, you know, just part of their holiday package. It's a destination. So this is the problem. So they are accommodating them by building 5-star, 7-star. We got Radisson just on a few yards away from Krishna Balaram temple. So like that. So yeah, we pray. But I was sorry, Bobby.
Do they have a municipality or some road maintenance?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. The side roads are not maintained. The main roads are still okay. The side roads are pretty, you know, big potholes everywhere. Especially, you notice that, especially when there's barriers on the main road, you have to go around the barriers, and then yeah, it's a problem. Now, just finally, I would say, I mean, when we left, I was speaking to Guru Sevak Prabhu, and we were talking about relationship with Krishna, and I was trying to convince myself that we have like a friendship relationship with the Lord, and Sakyam, Ras. So every morning, Mangalarti, I was going to Krishna Balram. I think, yes, go through Balram, Sakyam, please, and looking at Madhumangal as well, like that, Sakyam. But that was great. But towards the end, what happened? We bought a lot of flowers for all the deities, and I ended up with the flowers to give to Radha Shamsundar. And this completely changed the whole thing. And I felt more ecstatic standing there, whereas every morning I stood Krishna Balram, and I said, Krishna, are you trying to confuse me or something? What's going on? Am I here or am I here? Where should I be? It left me confused. But time will tell.
Send you there.
Send me there. Maybe they got bored of me. So look on,
No.
We swapped the roles. I went to Krishna Balram.
Yeah.
Ajay went to Gauranitai, and it was so much crowded. And we couldn't even think that where we are going. We just went.
But I was there, Krishna Balram, every morning. First thing, we were there before everyone else, Krishna Balram, and then she was there with Radha Shamsundar. And that time we swapped roles. And then when we went to Radha Kund, and can I mention? Ajay, we were standing at Sham Kund, and he wanted to, and he went.
Sham Kund, not many people go, so it's slippery.
He went straight in.
Yeah.
With his clothes, with his phone, everything. Just fell in.
So you went into the deep end.
I had not a single scratch on me. I had totally flat. I could have broken my leg. Just another scratch. Completely dipped in.
Yeah.
So that. What amazing was that after that, once we was left, it was all with the water in me. So that was the amazing thing, that not only that, not a single injury on me, is that I was drenched in the water all the way to the rest of the parikrama. The water wouldn't dry up. So I was getting purified all the way through.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so he fell in. That I was thinking whether to go into Radha Kund and take a dip. I wanted to take a dip for everyone. So that was like a cue for me. Yes, you go in Radha Kund. So I didn't take any provisions with me, but I had my chadar. Radha says, well, you got your chadar. I said, yes, of course I have. Wrapped the chadar, and I went in there. Radha Kund, took my dips, and everything. It was a wonderful experience. So thinking, wow, Radharani has allowed me, this morning to do this. So it's fantastic experience there. So I'm thinking, yeah. Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So yeah, it was really wonderful. I was going to say, while I was in the Kund, I had these 6-7 local people just came up to me because I was so excited. I was ecstatic that they realized he's from outside. He's not local. So they come up to me, Prabhuji, where are you from? I said, no, I'm from UK, just like London. I said, I'm from UK. Wow, and he's telling me, he's from UK, he's from UK. I says, by invitation only. Radharani is allowing me to, and they were so excited, they started going, Haribol, 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 and I thought, what a wonderful experience that was, to be in Radha Kund with all these Vasis, and they were ecstatic, we were ecstatic, and these two saying, throw water on us, throw water on us, and yeah, so marvelous experience. So really, I would recommend it. Yeah. Yeah, well, you could talk about Barsana. No. No, I think that's Radharani's. I think you have to say something. No. I think you'll do a better job.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
What to say? We just booked the car from ISKCON temple to Barsana. We was thinking that, they will take right to the steps of the mandir, or maybe a little bit. Lo and behold, we were told, barriers on, you can't go. You have to walk from this point. Oh my God. No, not steps, the road.
Only tell the good things, okay? Just tell the good things.
No, it's all Radharani's mercy, good, bad. Why to be ashamed of anything? So we just walked, and we could see the temple, and we know that it's on the higher ground, so we could see clearly.
This was your first time to Barsana.
First time to Barsana. And what do we see? it's all, like bhandaras and all that, people giving free food, kitchen and all that. And Holi hai, also bhajans.
Holi is big in
something going
Barsana.
on. And we're thinking, we still can't see the temple. And we just kept asking, few people, and how would they go in India? Oh, pass mein hi hai, 10 kadam, 15 kadam. I'm like, 10, 15 kadam, I can't see anything.
Never
We kept
finishes.
walking, and eventually we found the Sidiyan to the.
Yeah, it's quite hidden, isn't it?
But,
It's,
but
yeah.
there was so much rush. This was on Wednesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
This was Wednesday, last Wednesday, not this Wednesday, Wednesday before, and I had actually decided, because I had a bit of knee pain. I thought I will take the ropeway, because one of my friends told me, she had been there. You take the ropeway if you're feeling bit uncomfortable. I didn't even notice there was a ropeway next to the, here the stairs is the middle part where they're selling the flowers and all that. Then there's a ropeway. It's so much crowd that I don't know when did the Sidiyan started. We just joined. It's all there, and last 20 steps. I'm saying to both of them, I can't do anymore. I'm real tired. Then I thought, no, Krishna, you have to pull me somehow. People can push me, we're pushing each other, and somehow we made it. And then the real temple, when we see in the vlogs or in the YouTube, it seems so, you enjoy how it looks like. Every inch of the Radharani's courtyard was taken by people, and everybody's got colors. And
You can't escape.
and we, three of us, I think we were the only one without any colors in our, because we thought Holi is still 5-6 days away. And what was the next thing? Radharani is covered in the net, because it's Holi time and all that. And everybody's, like the Brajvasis say, Radharani ki jai and everything. And the darshans at that time, I felt a bit cheated, because you want to go have a good darshan, you want to stand for 5 minutes, but you know how it goes, niklo, chalo, chalo. But it was ecstatic. We lost our shoes when we came down. Then we're looking around Barsana, we have to find more chappals, because how we're going to go to the taxi. But it was so much fun. One regret I had there. In Barsana, a little girl came to me, 8, 9 maybe. Nobody looks like beggars nowadays, even in Vrindavan. They all look well-to-do, all well-off beggars. And she comes to me and say, I got to... Yes. Oh, they've got the QR code, so you'll be surprised. And I'm like, she comes to me, Radhe. I thought she'll say, buy me something or give me some money. Mujhko pichkari leni hai. And I said, okay, chalo, pichkari lete hain. 100 वाली नहीं, I said ये ले ले, 100 की नहीं, मुझे 250 की चाहिए. Then I saw more girls around her. I thought, if I buy one pichkari, I'm getting mobbed here. And you don't know, they might be like connected with the dukandar, the shopkeeper. They buy, they sell back or whatever. And I felt a bit of guilt in my head that it's only £2.50 or maybe £2, what I'm doing. But then I thought, no, you got to be not too emotional in that situation. But what happened, after 50 yards, a little naughty person, maybe it was the same girl, they just put the pichkari and went straight into my eyes. It was a dark blue color. Like they do the, Prabhuji, you must know, जिससे white कपड़ों को लगाते थे पहले जमाने में.
Neil.
That one. Yes. And you know what I said? Quickly my brain worked, and I asked this shopkeeper, said, pani. And quickly cleaned my eyes and all that. Because you don't know what kind of color, it's organic, it's harmless or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Worried,
the
we
other
worried.
instance I had was in Vrindavan by the Goshala, or temple Goshala. We went there to feed the cows, and a little girl looking like a boy, she came. Like she had like a haircut, you couldn't tell who was it. Comes to me, I want makhan mishri, mujhe makhan leke do. I thought, wow, this is good. Like second day into Vrindavan, and Krishna is coming with some, pastime that, oh, makhan chahiye. I was so happy. I said, okay, I'll cross the road and buy you makhan. The shopkeeper said, I haven't got makhan, dahi le lo. And I said to her, are you okay with dahi? Dahi le loge? Kehti, haan, le liya. And then she goes to me, मैं तो घर जाके परोठा खाऊंगी दही के साथ. And I was like, Mujhko bhi le chala. I felt like saying to her, Mujhko bhi le chala na. Then I asked her, you're a Lala or Lali? She said, I'm a Lali. I'm like, you look like a Lala.
Yeah,
Haircut and all that.
boycott.
Yeah. I think we were talking that maybe parents want to make the girls bold nowadays, they keep them in such a haircut that they can go around, in peace. Nobody can say it's a boy or a girl. So, small pastimes like this, and in our own temple, Radha Krishna Balram temple also, to see, people who are coming for the first time into the temple, who are just temple hopping, you can tell. They've come to this temple, now they're going to hop to the Prem Mandir and this and that. But it was so satisfying to see that they're enjoying the kirtan, they're enjoying the Chanamat Prasad, or doing maybe one round of the Japam. So I'm telling you, definitely everyone who has been to Vrindavan, the congregation, please go whenever you can, Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, because each time more and more layers are peeled off for us of the dham. Because this is what we felt that, like Vrindakund I haven't enjoyed properly, but I couldn't have with the, the beard and all that. We went to Radharamanji, then Bagi Bihari, no way. We went into the street, but how it was crowded, we decided no, because of the news we heard last year, how the stampede was there. I don't know which, was it Kartik time or sometime it was, many people lost their lives. So I told Narayan Kishore Prabhu, no, we better not go there. But all the Saptadevalayas, all the temples, there's so many Mahadev temples that many I don't know what they're called. But I really wanted to see the Gopeshwar Mahadev in the evening, in the Gopi Vesh. But with the crowd, that wasn't possible. So, anyway.
Jai. Okay,
It was
thank you.
Brilliant.
Jai. Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. Vrindam Dham ki jai. Barsane wali ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Very nice.
Give him another round of applause. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srila Prabhupada ki. Just a warm welcome to everyone. And today we are just talking about our visit to Bharat and specifically the Dham. And as it's been mentioned that every time you go, you discover more and more about that particular Dham. And we all know the flavor of Jagannath Puri is different to Mayapur, is different to Vrindavan, and then Varsana is different, Nandagaon. Varsana and Nandagaon, they're not very far away. You go to Varsana, you have a different feeling. You go to Nandagaon, not many people go to Nandagaon because the pandas there are heavy. They are, and they know they don't come there. So whenever there's Holi as well, more people are in Varsana, fewer are in Nandagaon, but that's how they survive. So we've been fortunate for last 40 years or 45 years. And we know the people there, they call us here and we make arrangements. So you get familiar. And when you're there, because you've been going quite a while, you forget about Coventry and whatever. It's like you're there. When you go for first time, you're discovering things and you realize, oh, this is Jagannath Puri. The Jagannath temple itself, Sri Mandir, has got so many deities there that when you go there first, you're thinking, which are the important ones? Which one should I remember? In the beginning, I had this impression, just Jagannath, Subhadra, the rest are just side temples and everything. You wouldn't believe it, over the years, you grow attached to those deities on the side. They are there for a reason. And Madhavendra Puri, who went, and Purushottam Maharaj, Pratap Rupada's father, was there. He was so impressed with Kirchor Mandir that in his honor, they made the Kirchor Mandir within the compound. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to visit that. And there's a Nrsingadev deity, which is white. And that's the original one. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before going in, he would go to the Nrsingadev deity and sing Tava Kara Kamala Kam. So I used to do the same. And then there is Rohini Kund, just as you go to from Nrsingadev, and this is where Kakbhushandi was, talking to other birds about Lord Ram's Leela. And Garuji descended because he had doubts that he just rescued Ram and Lakshman. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't Lakshman, Ram and Lakshman, yeah, Nagpash. And then he kept sort of thinking, but that's the Lordship. How did he get bound? I had to come and do that. So he went to Narad Muni, Shivji and others. They also said, don't discuss with, because there's a doubt there in his mind. They didn't want to entertain it. Go and talk to Kakbhushandi. And as soon as he came within 80 miles of Jagannath Puri, Kakbhushandi, his doubt cleared. He said, it's a Leela. He realized that. And he realized I was in the vicinity of Narad Muniji. I was in the vicinity of Shivji. It didn't clear my mind. And this crow is there, and my mind is cleared. So then he inquired about, how do you have this faith? So then this Rohini Kund, one of the devotees noticed a bird dived into the kund and came out four-armed form. So it's very special. So when you go there, they sprinkle, gel from there. And then there is the Bimla Devi Mandir, which is Parvati. And then there's Bhu Devi, which is the Earth, planet Earth. And then there's Lakshmi Devi. And within the Bhu Devi one is Saraswati as well, Savitri as well, Gayatri as well, and Shashti as well, and Dukhi and Sukhi as well. And then there's Kalima temple on the side. So I know the sequence because every morning I just visit it in my head. And then the Pandas, they reveal you what the deities do. Like Tamal Prabhu, he likes Hanumanji. And he says when he went to Jagannath temple, he saw one Jagannath Balesvadra, but he saw Hanumanji everywhere. So he thought Hanumanji is everywhere. So I was told that actually it's nice to take darshan of Hanumanji because that's where they are at every dwar. He purifies your mind. When you take his darshan, then when you go inside, your darshans are beautiful because Hanumanji is brahmachari. So whatever, Konak, you went to Konak? Where is he? Oh, Akash has gone? Did he say he went to Konak? When you go to Konak temple, outside, there's all these incredible pictures of male and female enjoying themselves, And many people have, I just go near and study it thinking somebody's carved those figures. It's got to be worth something. So then I would go there. I went with Guru Maharaj and all. Guru Maharaj was so far away saying, don't go. So I just went. I wanted to see what is the thing. And it starts off with the attraction of male, female, and whatever. And by the end, that same personality is ill, is being seen by doctors. So they say that is what happens with lust. That's on the outside of the temple. But when you go inside, it's all transcendental because it's lust on the outside and prema on the inside. So once you know this knowledge, it doesn't bother you. I mean, as you climb up the eastern gate, Singadvar of the Jagannath Temple, Sri Temple, the first building there, the three connected, is Tamoguni, and outside is the Kandarpa, Kamdev. And so there's a posture which is very intimate. So ladies go there and all that, and touch that, put sindoor on it and all that kind of thing. So, being ISKCON, got to get it right, so you go there thinking, is this part of the, should I, I just think like locals are thinking, well, why are they going there? So I went there. So this time a local one, I said, put your head over there, Why? Because love starts with lust. And if you ignore lust, you'll never enjoy the love part, honestly wouldn't. Because while we got this body, you'll never be able to experience pure love. That is with the Supreme Lord. But while we got the body, it's called lust in it, even though your intention is of love. And because you want sense gratification. So that is Kandarpa, Kamdev. So Kamdev is waiting with his arrows like that. So even when you're in front of the Lordship, when Kamdev releases his arrows, love for the Lord thing just comes up. You're thinking, wow, I love the Supreme Lord. And without that desire to love the Lord, you'll be taking darshan, roop, darshan only, but you never get to know the swaroop of the Lordship. So last time I remember speaking, I said, look, most people do roop darshan, means the form. There's so much pushing and shoving to see it like that. And once in the front there, I mean, Jagannath Temple is amazing. You queue up for so long, go inside, you get pushed, and then they say, okay, you can go into the entrance, and you can't take darshan from the back because people's heads are in the way. And it's like a wave going in like that. And, you made it. You're just going to go through. No, not in Bharat. We still got to push, and they've closed the gate at the back. And there's nobody pushing at the back. But they must create this enthusiasm, I mustn't miss it. And I was thinking, Prabhu, and worst Prabhus are the ladies, the old ladies. They don't care. They just, who are you? They don't ask, where are you from? They want to take darshan. So then you go over the hump like that. And the old ladies, I enjoy it because we are taller than them. They still can't see. And then they're grabbing us like, I still can't see it. So I feel sorry for them. And Premanji is one of them as well. So she goes, where's Jagannath? Where's Jagannath? So we had to create a space. And the pandas know her. And they all go, hut, hut, hut. And like that, Mataji. And they all look like, why Mataji is being treated like that, but they know her for so long like that. But can you imagine, how can you feel transcendental? You've been pushed, shoved, and put through the sausage machine because the door is this narrow and the thing is wild like that, and you're being funneled, and there are steps there which you can't see because there's a guy in front of you or ladies or whatever. So just feeling your way, thinking, I hope I don't fall. But you can't fall because you're suspended by other bodies. So when you go over there, you're thinking, Manima, you go the other side. And suddenly the security guys take over. They have these sticks which doesn't hurt, but they make a lot of noise. Chala, 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 like that. And you're thinking, come on, I've just made it to the, the inner sanctum, and, can I enjoy that? And then you know what to do. You actually go to the right side. So you take darshan of Balramji, so then you're out of the mainstream. And you just enjoy everybody else being hit on the head, to move on. And the villagers are so innocent. They never retaliate, But I saw one guy, he got, angry with the security. Man, they all went for him. Yeah, I think he'll remember that darshan pretty well. I just thought, back off. So I put my hand on him and said, let go. But there's one panda in the compound, not inside. I don't know what, there were two twins, and the mother said to him, Aap hain kaun? Bolda, main kaun hu? Panda really good. You don't do that to the pandas. They are very close to the lordship. And then the boys, the twins were big. They came at him. So you come, dikhao main kya kar? His form changed, Were you there, Prem? I think Alok was there. There was a bit of a skirmish. Maybe you weren't there. And he really got angry. He said, I'll show you, I'll get you thrown out of here and all that kind of thing. And the other guy, just back off, And Janardhan was there. He just picked his phone up and he would carry on with his business. And I was thinking, look at this, the guy's losing cool. So I told him, don't send him to the pandas, because I've been there. We've seen it. So you can see with all that, you come out, you've had darshan, whatever, you've had experience. I remember first time we ever went there with my mother, and Premanji was there as well. This is the first time I didn't know what the Puri temple was like. Went inside, and suddenly they carried an old lady who had fainted. And we were going in, and this body comes out like that, and I'm thinking, what happens inside? I remember I was thinking, what happens inside? I kept thinking, but nothing happened. That was the only time I saw. But I tell you what they do. What was that case? Some child, or was it a husband came ill? I remember. It's happened a few times. Huh? Okay, there was somebody ill. So they bring them in, and then they just leave them in front of, I think the doctors had declared that can't do anything about him. They brought him in, and they left in front of Jagannath like that. The person got up and he got cured like that. And the pandas love it. The news goes around and it's in the papers and all that. So please don't take Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra lightly. Those ones especially. Those ones are absolutely very. And they are Naresh Pida, meaning they're the king of pain. They understand your pain very much. And they know every person who enters the temple, and you cannot enter the temple without the permission of Shri, Lakshmi Mata. And I experienced that this time. So when we went there on the Saturday, and I mean the first darshan is always exciting because you don't know how you're going to be dealt with. So Premanji, has been watching various, and she knows the procedure. She said, we've got to go through the eastern gate. First time you go to, other times you can go through other gates. So we went to the queue. It was only half an hour or something, first day. So it was only half an hour. It's a Sunday, so we think it's great. So went inside, saw the panda, and the panda was sitting there. I goes, oh, aage, chalo, chalo, chalo. He took us through the side gate, and he told them 3 of them. So we went inside, and then we didn't realize, because normally you just take darshan from far. But when they offer bhoga, evening bhoga, if it's offered before 10 o'clock, then they'll open the gates to go inside. If it's after 10 o'clock, it's just from far away. But the queue is the same. Either it goes inside or it just goes to the right, just show which way it's going to go. So we didn't know which way it was going, so we just stood in the queue. As we went in there like that, Premanji just lost it because it was into the second chamber, She was there, and when she took darshan, we just come off the street, and then she's going, Jagiro, Baladev, I was looking at her thinking, I wish I had her ecstasy, because others they make a lot of noise and all that, but she was melting, And that was the first day, so we thought, wow, this is nice. So next day we came, I told the Prabhat, the Pandey's servant, I said, we'll come through the other gate, and we'll give you a ring, because if you know the Panda, please do register with them. That queue, there's no queue. The Panda just saying, these are my 4 people. You go straight into the temple. Otherwise, it takes a long time. So the Panda goes to me, not the Panda, the servant of the Panda goes, it's Monday. And I realized, okay, Sunday we were able to go half an hour, so Monday will be there. Went in there, queue, it built up, and it wasn't even going in. It just built up so much. The same amount of people in the front, same amount of people at the back. We could neither get out or whatever, and there's steel railings all along. You really feel like a kettle there, honestly. You can't turn around. And then we thought, what do we do? And you're not allowed phones, so we couldn't even ring anybody. Don't tell them about the watch, okay? So and one of them looked at my watch, but he didn't know how to operate. He goes, And then once I was there, and it started to ring, didn't it? And I'm just talking to the guy, like nothing's happening. And once I rang, not this time, last year, I rang from there, said, Prabhuji, can you come out, take us in there? And he came out, and they goes, where's your phone then? I said, what phone? What phone? He goes, but you rang me. He goes, well. I just rounded. He didn't even figure it out, took us in there. But anyway, 2.5 hours, and we had registered our clothes, and they were going to go on next day. We had to give money to the main priest, who distributes to there's 9 dressers, 3 to each deity. And one brings it, the other one unfolds it, the other one puts them on like that. And if they don't have the money, last minute they'll say, no, we're not going to put it on there. So we were in anxiety. And they said, where have you been? The person who's going to take the money has come twice. Now he's gone home. So then we got worried like that. I said, don't worry, come tomorrow. You give the money like that. But you can see Jagannath Ji doesn't let you take him for granted. He really creates a situation. Otherwise, our arrogance and pride, like, I'm in charge. No, he's in charge. So the first day when we were able to take the darshan so easily, I was just, humbled by this. Like last year, on the last day for Mangal Aarti, the guy stopped me, said, you're ISKCON. Where's your Aadhaar card? So I couldn't tell him I'm from abroad, I thought, oh, hotel mein hai. He said, okay, go to the police station there and register with them. So I told Premanji, I'll come in a minute. So I went all the way, and there were dogs there sleeping, like the policemen. They're both sleeping. I didn't know where the office was, so I eventually found one. And then I told the person, look, I need to go in and whatever. Aapka Aadhaar card kidhar hai? जो होटल में है ना अभी उधर जाऊंगा मिस कर लूँगा आधे घंटे में आना जब भी मेरा बॉस आएगा I said okay आधा घंटे में आऊँगा. As I was walking, I thought last day I've been going in regularly. Why this? I said, Jagannath ji, why are you playing with me like that? I love your Mangal Aarti. The Mangal Aarti is good there because they start the Kirtan first. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshava Madhava Dina Dayal. They have different rhythms, And then there's pigeons at the top. And if you get ecstatic, the pigeon poof, drops on you. And it says it's a blessing. I don't know how it's a blessing, but they say if you poo of the pigeon comes, that's a blessing, So anyway, so I every year, I always make sure there's no happy pigeon at the top. So I always locate myself there. The railing is there, just a little bit there. But then the rhythm starts. Then they all get up. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshava Madhavadi, and they carry on, and the door doesn't open. Then they run out of steam. And then somebody, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal. So, it's never the same every time. It's not like ISKCON temples. What time is it? Hey, come on. Jagannath Puri clocks are thrown out. It's Jagannath time. Even bog offering or whatever. It can be 4 hours this way, that way. So anyway, so they stopped me, and I thought, I'm going to miss that. That's the bit and it's the last day. That was last year. So somehow I came, and I looked, where's Premanji, where's Alok? Where have they gone? So the same guy who stopped me goes, chalo, aap andar chale jaiye. Pehle roka kyun? Bola, chalo, jaldi jao andar. So I went inside, and I know the security guys and the partners on the inside. So I went, there's a special gate to go, even and then there's a Sri Mandir, and then the actual, of the Jagannath temple. So I stood there, and there's a queues there to get in, and they've stopped that. There's whole people gathered for a favor like that. So when this head security guy came, I goes to him like that. He goes, he said, get near the gate, So I got near the gate, and I think Premanji wasn't there. Alok was with me. Were you there? Were you there? And that's last year, I'm saying. So when we did that, and he came, and suddenly they opened the gate like that, and the security guy goes, ye teen jane. So we just went inside and went, wow, it's great. So we went in there, and guess what? I just made it in time. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshava Madhavadi. And I thought, Jagannath, how do you do it? You sent me to the police. There was obstruction and everything, but my desire was I want to hear that last bit of kirtan. And I was able to hear it, then go inside as well. So you can see it, the Lordship plays with you. And this is real Leela. We think the eternal Leela, Nitya Leela, I think we have to go into that. No, he's doing Leela with you. He's sitting in your heart. He wants to play with you. And that's why it's called Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunaya. Shravan Adi Shuddha Chitta Kare Udhaya. Udhaya means it rises because Nitya. Krishna Prema is Nitya Siddha. It's always there, but it's now covered by Maya. So when you go to the Dham and you do sevas at your temples and whatever, you experience the Leela of the Lordship, like personal, this kind of thing. And it is said it's not nice to reveal it all, but you can hint on it that it is there. Because Prabhupada said, just heard him the other day, even in this life, you'll be able to see Krishna and play with him, talk to him, eat with him in this lifetime. This is the guarantee Srila Prabhupada has given. So anyway, this time, then we were worried about, we're going to give the money. So we gave the money, and then they said, okay, you go and sit inside there where the queue is, and if you go a bit early, they push you out. But we want to see the dresses being put on. But the dresses are being put on, and then first they put on Garudji. So whatever they put on the Garudji is what's going to go on the Lordship inside. And the Abhishek, it's on a step ladder. They are on there, and they're bathing it. And they really, like you do, you're really keen. They'll have the oil, and they keep massaging on the deity like that. And people are gathered, and cordon off the area. It takes quite a while. And then later on, they took the clothes out, and Prema goes, they're my clothes. So we realized, okay, that's a hint. They're going to put the clothes on there. And then Chandrasekhar, who's the organizer, he happened to come. He was saying he wasn't going to come. His wife is not well. But Premaji said, no, you must come. You must come. You must come. So we are sitting there saying, when are they going to take us in? And the ones who were supposed to do that, they forgot about us. But Chandrasekhar came, and suddenly I goes, Jai Prabhuji. And he goes, oh, aap idhar hai? Kahan hai Premanji? Chalo, andar chalo, abhi gate band karne wale hain. So then they took us in there. And there is a security guy, Sachinandanita Chand ki. And there's a security guard. I know he's got a mustache, like the old Indian mustache. And he's the loudest. He doesn't let anybody stand. He really whacks people. And what happened one Holi, I was inside the inner chamber. And he was really whacking everybody. And then eventually got tired. So he came and sat like that. I goes, aap thak gaye? क्या करे कहता सुनता नहीं कोई मेरी कोई सुनता नहीं so you're beating everybody so he became my friend since then so I know it that when he's there he'll take charge so then he goes okay idhar aao and then he kept her goes abhi nahi jana so they closed the gates and everything and the last bit of guys said now you come in so then he pushed us in when the main gate was going to be closed but we're thinking we're going to but he's a security guy don't worry about it but you worry thinking what Leela is going to happen next. Anyway, took us in there. And then even then you think if somebody's going to throw you out, then all the pandas knew it that, American couple, Punjabi American couple, they put the clothes on. I keep telling them UK, but American sounds better. Not now these days. But anyway, so so we were there. All the eyes are all looking at her like that. I go, she put on that. And they came. It's very nice, very nice. And then, okay, go over there. They're all protecting. But everybody else, chala, going on. You really feel lordship. When people talk about equal opportunities, equal whatever dealings and everything, Bharat doesn't have that. But it is equal. Somehow it's their equal. It's who you know. So when they do that, but being from the West, you always feel guilty. This guy must say, who's this Pratt? He's not being pushed. So, and they literally come near you, and you think they're going to tell you, no, the guy in the front, chalo, like that. And they look around like, why is he standing there? So then we had to go somewhere. So as we were leaving, no, that was for Shraddha Devi's clothing. So second time, because they realized second time. And they're saying, stay. And so we have to go, kahan chale? But he's saying, chalo, everybody goes, kahan chale? Ruko na thoda sa. So I must say, when you're in front of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, there is an overwhelming, feeling of, he loves me not. That kind of thing, because things are happening right in the front. And then when you come out, obviously the handout comes out. So then the security guys looked at me, like just gesture, I just got a roll out of, 2,500 rupees. So I just rolled there and I just gave it, and then I told everybody just take it from them like that. The next day, because then they look after you, see. This is what the Janardhan Panda said. Okay, let me get this right. In Satyayug, it's tapi. In Satyayug it is tapi. What is tapi? Tapasya. Okay. And in Treta Yuga it's Kapi, which is Hanumanji. Isn't it? It's called Kapi. Right. And then it says in Dwapar Yuga it's Gopi. And then in Kali Yuga it's Rupi. I laughed. They even know it, So other people, as America say, so then I gave it to the security guy because it's not just once, it's several times because you got to keep the relationship going. So took the money. The other partner, isko kyo diya? Ye to thug hai. Ye karte kya hai? And all that. I said, Prabhu ji, mujhe andar le jate. To main bhi to leke ja sakta. I didn't give it to him. So, we just got shouted at and all. And everybody's looking at me like, what did you give to the security guy? So even if when you decide, I don't want to give any money out, then you're going to lose out. Look, you're there for the darshan and comfort and they protect you. So that bit is there. But the first day, because we were able to take darshan so quickly, that day I wrote a couple of lines. I said, I saw your mercy before I saw you. I just saw Shri. I said, Shriji. I realized it is Lakshmi who's taking you in so you can have a darshan of the Swami. Please realize that. Don't think it's you and Jagannathji or you or Krishna. And even in Vrindavan, they say, Radharani leke aayi aapko. I remember first time when I went there, this one young girl, like you're mentioning young girls, they're expert. It's a tradition, they've been doing this for years. They grab you by the uncle, and they won't let go. And then they're waiting. So in Barsana, first time I made the mistake, she goes, Maine lassi peeni hai. So I said, lassi kitne ki bolta? 15 rupees or something. So I said, isko lassi de do. Suddenly there was 40 kids. तो वो शॉप वाला बोलता वो बाकियों को दे दूं मैं I looked like 1 2 3 I go, well I only have this much money so whatever it is so they do it me like that but that that enthusiasm really thinks, well, you've given it to someone, they're drinking but the money you gave, you don't know where it's going to go. And in Haridwar, what they do is, because after you've done your cremation and all that kind of thing, they say, okay, feed the poor now. So then we feed the poor. So I stood there, and one person came, and he goes, no, I will not take puri and all that kind of thing. Can you give me ration? Rice and whatever like that. I said, oh, that's good. He's imandar and all that. So I went with him to the shop guy. On the way, somebody whispered, he goes, they have a contract with the shopkeeper. He'll weigh all that, charge you, and then they go back and give it to him. I go, God, you can't trust anybody. And then the kids were coming second time round. They've already had it. And I thought they couldn't have eaten so quickly. So they do it's a business, But it's okay. You might think it's cheating and all that, but, One rickshaw wala asked me, this is a long time ago, 100 rupees for a ride. I was, Prabhu, 100 rupees. बोलते देखो आप गरीब नहीं बन जाओगे और मैं अमीर नहीं बन जाऊंगा आप टूरिस्ट आप टूरिस्ट है थोड़ा अंडर में I still remember that. I'm not going to go poor and he's going to become rich, So you got to overlook all that. Otherwise that bothers you. But first time when I went there, you all full of, I'm from England, And Seva Kunj, we are there, about to go to Seva Kunj, where all the monkeys and everybody, they leave in the evening, even the birds leave, which they do. And all that, there's mystery about it. I'm about to go in there, and a girl goes, "Thoda sa paise de do karke." I told her, I said, look, I come all the way from England, to take this darshan, and you are asking for money, She will go, "To kya England se aaya hai? Bada ban gaya hai? Nahi dena na de? Kya bata dur se aaya?" Choti, so much confidence. And I thought myself, she's right actually. Why am I saying I'm from UK and all that kind of thing? Then I went to Seva Kunj. Seva Kunj is our favorite. Makhan kha gayo kanaiya mero has ke. They still do it, but now they got a microphone. Before, they were just pure voices. And all those old guys, who used to sing, they're all gone, Yeah, there was new ones. Even the one who used to serve inside, his passed away, his son said, did that. He was very, very good. They all know. I always hide. And Premanji always goes in the front, because Bhai Sahab kahan hai? They always ask for donation. And in the morning when I go Mangal Aarti, I don't carry any money on me. It's always, because I used to a bag. People realize, tourist. They all come for you. So now just a bead bag. And I just point at Premanji. So they don't bother her, but, she gives them whatever. So they know us for a long, long time. But this time, again, we went to Seva Kunj, we were able to go in the morning. And I'll just share with you, once I was waiting for the darshan, and I just did, there were loads of people there, and I actually took darshan of Radharani's lotus feet, and I kept thinking like that, because that's really close, like that. And so my eyes opened like that, and I was thinking, and then the curtain opened, and I could focus on the feet, but I had sort of seen it this close. Never happened again. But what happens is, Krishna in the Seva Kunj does massage to Radharani. And today I was listening to a class, and it is said that there's called Angasang. Means you won't actually touch the Lordship or do that. That's Angasang. It's a jo maja Angasang mein hai. Nahi, jo seva mein anand hai, wo Angasang mein nahi hai. You won't touch and sparsh karna and something. And they were saying that even in Seva Kunj, Krishnji is doing seva to Radharani because she danced all night and then she gets tired. So he does it. That's why it's called Seva Kunj. He said even that is actually seva of Radharani to Krishna because he likes to do that. So she offers her, so he can do the seva. And this Achyutalal Bhatt, you have to actually hear the sadhus, how they see the Leela. You will see from your point of view, but they show you from the energetic and the energy. Radha Krishna is one. And Radharani makes sure that she serves Krishna. Even the man she does, I don't want to talk to you because you're talking to other gopis. It's a seva. Because you couldn't do it. And Krishna would say, okay, go away. Go back to Coventry then. but Radharani Krishna goes to pieces. Radharani no aisa nahi hai. There's a Mansur over there. If you go there, it's so lovely. We used to go regularly when it wasn't popular. There was no stalls or anything. So last year when we went there, I saw all the stalls. I used to know the little boy there. Every year we'd go, he'll remember me, I remembered him. And Radharani was there in the Rus dance. She's really enjoying, and Krishna's looking at, when Krishna's eyes looks into you, it's a different experience. I remember when I was 28, so in my sleep, I'm staring Krishna out in my sleep. Krishna came and looked, and I looked like that. And suddenly I got up like that. Where's Krishna gone? And that looking to Krishna was amazing. I've never had that again. And one thing you have to remember, please, all of you are devotees from previous life. You think, oh, I'm coming to the temple for something. Just realize you're devotees from before. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem. You already have it. And what happened? You had desires, so then it gets covered up like that. So sometimes, even before initiation, all that, you'll have experiences which are transcendental. And you're thinking it's progressive. Like, as the purity goes, it's progressive. But sometimes the Lord reaches you and do some leela, and you'll be thinking, oh yeah, I experienced that before my initiation. But after initiation, it's all hard work. Where's that magic gone and all that kind of thing? So then Krishna likes to look into eyes of Radharani because their communication is always with the eyes. Because Jatila is there, mother-in-law. So then Krishna would say, like that, like when are we meeting? And she'll touch a gut like that at night time, because black gut. So all said, and Jatila doesn't even know it, it's all done secretly. This is the language of lovers, not husband and wife. You're not going to get a husband and wife looking, She said, when are you going to wash the dishes? He goes, later on. So that is Swakya Bhav. Swakya Bhav is, Gee, shop se ye le aana. It's not about meeting you. I see you every day, don't I? But an amorous thing is just to be in the presence of someone for a second, it's a climax. It's a climax. So those who are not romantic guys, I'm romantic. I'm a Rasik and Bhavuk and you name it. And there are Bhavuk there. There's Achyutalal Bhatt. He looks like my dad, actually. He's got a mustache and like with the glasses. So technical. He knows all the symptoms of lover. I was talking today. Can I share something special? I'll share with you something. I'll be careful. When you go to Golo, as it gets purified, you know, more and more is revealed about you, like how you are connected with Krishna, because you're eternally connected with Krishna. Mamevansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. So please don't give up whatever challenges you get. Now it's nearly Aarti time. If YouTube and
Haribol.
हरि बोल.
Please pay attention, everyone. Aarti time.
जयो गौरानिताय 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 जयो गौरानिताय जयो सचिनंदन जयो निताय चांद सचिनंदन जयो निताय चांद
Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan.
की बजायो जयो गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा
Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Harati Kashobha.
की बजायो जयो गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा
Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Harati Kashobha.
जानावी तटहवाने जगा मन लोभा
Jana Vitatavani Jaga Manaloma
दखीन निताय चांद बमे गदधारा
Lakini Nitai Jan Ame Gadanhara
निकटे अद्वैता श्रीनी वसा छत्रधारा
Nikate Advaita Shrini Vas Chadradara
वशी आचे गौरा चांद रत्ना सिंहासाने
Vashi Asim Gaura Chan Ratna Simhasane
आरती को रेना ब्रह्मा आदि देव गाने
Arati Kore Na Brahma Adi Devagane
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi
Prabhupada
Gauravani Prachadini
Prabhupada
Nirvashesho Shunnavadi Paschajadi Shatarini
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschajadi
Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare
Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Nitai Chan
Jaya Nitai Chan
Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Nitai Chan
Jaya Nitai Chan
Bolo Gaura 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 Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Oh Gaura 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 Hare Oh Nadia Bihari Gaura Hare
Nadia Bihari Gaura Hare
Oh Nadia Bihari Gaura Hare
Nadia Bihari Gaura Hare
Oh Gaura 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 Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Oh Gaura 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 Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Oh Gaura 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 Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Oh Nita 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 Gaurango Oh Nita 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 Gaurango Oh Nita 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 Gaurango Jagannatha Swami Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatme
Nath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhava Tume
Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Swami Jagannath
Jaya Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath
Jayo Baladev Jayo Subhadra
Subhadra
Jayo Baladev Jayo Subhadra
Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra
Jayo Sudarshan Jayo Sudarshan Jayo Sudarshan Rakshama
Jaya Sudarshan Jaya Sudarshan Jaya Sudarshan Rakshama
Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe
Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha
Jayo Radha Sham Sundar Radha श्याम सुंदर राधे
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे
जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
श्री मधुसूदन मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
जय मणि 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 जय मणि
जय मणि मणि
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 ओ राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 सीता 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 राम 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 जयो प्रभुपाद जयो प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जयो प्रभुपाद जगत गुरु हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा
हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा
हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा
श्री राधा
हे परम राधा 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 राधा
परमदन राधा 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 राधा
हे परम धन राधा 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 राधा
परमदन राधा राधा राधा
हे हमारो धन राधा राधा श्री राधा हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा गोविंद प्यारी राधा 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 राधा
गोविंद प्यारी राधा 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 राधा।
बरसाने वाली राधा 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 राधा
बरसाने वाली राधा 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 राधा।
श्री कृष्ण प्यारी राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा श्री कृष्ण प्यारी राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा
कृष्ण प्यारी राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा।
परमदन राधा 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 राधा
परमदन राधा 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 राधा।
हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा जयो प्रभुपाद जयो प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जयो प्रभुपाद जयो प्रभुपाद
जयो
जयो गुरुदेव जयो गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जयो गुरुदेव पतित पावो
गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव।
नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौरा हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल
ए बोलो राधे राधे जय श्री राधे वो राधे राधे जय श्री राधे 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 जय श्री राधे जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन जय सचिनंदन गौरा हरे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय सुदर्शन हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey, bolo Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe 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 Radhe. Radhe 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 Radhe. 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 बरसाना में वृंदावन में राधा कुंड में श्याम कुंड में बरसाना में ज्ञान गुदड़ी में राधा रमन बांके बिहारे राधा वल्लभ राधा श्याम सुंदर कॉमेंट्री में आपके दिल में बोलो राधे 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 जय राधे राधे जय राधे राधे जय राधे राधे वो राधे 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 जय राधे राधे जय राधे राधे. जय जय श्री राधे श्याम.
जय हो जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भुक्त वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. गुरु परंपरा की जय. सरग गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय. नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय. जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय. मायापुर धाम की जय. लीला पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुर धाम की जय. श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय. श्री धाम वृंदावन की जय. गौर ब्रह्मानंदे. ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द सिमुलिटीज. ऑल ग्लोरीज ऑल ग्लोरीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद गुरु महाराज की जय हो.
So we want to thank Kishore Taneja, who is Nandarai's brother-in-law. They are in New York, and he's possibly got a few days left. So they are with that family, and today they are on his behalf. The feast has been some money has been a donation was given for today's feast in his name today. So we want to remember him. Also to remember little Daya Devi Chola. So Daya Devi Chola, yeah. So Tamal Chawla. See Chawla. Okay. So yeah. So we do remember little baby, mother and both mother and child. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Khilad lad ladiye. Khilad lad daine. Yanya kashi purakshaya. वक्ष शिलकलकान कालाय
शीलतन कान कालाय एतो न सिंगो परतो न सिंगो येतु येतु यामिततो न सिंगो बहे न सिंगो हृदये न सिंगो न सिंहमदं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे मकामद्भुतशृङ्गाय दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे दीश हरे जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नित्य गौर नरसिंहदेव की प्रहलाद महाराज की गुरु महाराज की जय।